Good afternoon.
My name is Drew Phoenix, and I've been an ordained minister in the United Methodist Church for 19 years. And am currently serving St. John's of Baltimore City United Methodist Church in Baltimore, Maryland, or Baltimore, as we say. And I have been there in July. It will be 6 years. I want to begin by just saying that I spent the first 46 years of my life homeless. And I don't mean homeless in the way that you are accustomed to using the word. I mean, I've always had the very good fortune of having a house or a room or some place to live in, some shelter. But rather, I'm talking about a kind of homelessness born of a disconnect between my internal spiritual self and my external physical self. I was born transgender. And from the beginning of my life, as early as age 4 and 5, I attempted to communicate this disconnect to my parents. I insisted that I was a boy, even though the doctor who had delivered me had assigned my sex as female. But my assigned sex did not match my true gender identity of male. I identified with the males, the boys in the neighborhood. I acted like a boy, I dressed like a boy, and wanted to hang out with boys. I was a boy, and I was adamant about that. So you can imagine it was very difficult when I reached puberty to be pressured by family, friends, church, and community to conform, as we all are when we reach puberty, to conform, to dress and act like a female. And at that time, unlike now, there was little knowledge about gender identity, and certainly no available medical expertise to help me and my family understand the spectrum and complexity of gender identity. And now we do understand that the God in whose image we are created is both, and at once, male and female, encompassing the entire spectrum of what we call gender. Let us make humankind in our image, said God in the book of Genesis. So growing up in the absence of this understanding and knowledge, I felt homeless. It's as if my spirit, had no place to reside. And friends and family described me before I physically transitioned as not being fully present, as not showing up completely. It took me 46 years to find role models, educational materials, and the medical expertise to help me understand that I could take healthy steps toward integrating my body with my mind and spirit. I could transition from my shell of a self to my authentic, God-given self. 2 years ago, within the context of my relationship with God and with the guidance of my medical team, I took those steps toward wholeness. I transitioned from female to male. And I can say very clearly that I have come home. I am home. I have come home to the child God created me to be, and I'm very happy and joyful and very, very peaceful. Thank you.